I am so grateful. I have the kind of friends that will carry a gigantic life-size door into the middle of a random field on a hot California afternoon and laugh and smile the whole time and not complain a bit on one of my creative little whims. I am so grateful to have friends like these. My name is Maari Christante and I am the owner and creator here at Fight Song Studio. I make art to help you daily inspire yourself because I believe that we need daily reminders of our beauty and our strength and our courage because inspired people change the world. And in these videos, I'm going to take you behind the scenes into one of my images and show you the secret messages that I hid in there. But before I do, could you help me grow? Could you like this video, comment on it, share it, follow me along? That would be really helpful. Thanks. Okay, the image that we're going to talk about today is this image. It is called Come In. It's of my dear friend Sarah Gerber. Very happy image. And I'm going to tell you how I made it first before I tell you what it's about. So let's go into Photoshop right now and I'll show you how it's made. So this is the final image, the print that you've seen. I'm going to turn that off and you can see just little by little as I start to get rid of all of these little layers over here, I'm turning them off so you can see sort of how they come together. That's a big front wave of flowers. I photograph each flower individually. So I bring a whole bunch of flowers out to the location and then I hold them all up in front of the camera and I take pictures and then back home I edit them one by one and then put them all into this wave of flowers here. Did I miss any up here? So I'll just turn off some more flower layers here. You can kind of see everything start to unveil the skeleton of this piece. So many layers. I remember doing this, it took so long. It was just infinite number of flowers here to deal with. Okay, so that's a big wave right there. And you can see I have some shadowing in there, and this is the color of the dress. And slowly taking, whoops, there's her dress. It was, she's a very tall girl. I'll leave that on here for her. And then the hair was added in, a little bit of extra hair emphasis. These are the boards. Just little by little, taking everything off and making it all come together into one big piece. I'm not sure where those little guys are. It is definitely a labor of love. Lots of meticulous editing. These are the clouds that I added in, and this is what we started with. So that's Sarah and myself out there on location in Northern California in a random field, and we brought the door out and she is standing there like a champ, and that's what we started with. So we started, that's what we started with. That's where we ended up. Well, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the tour behind the image. Now let's get right into what this image means. Let's be the kind of people that are in this picture, the kind of people that lift a room up when we come in, the kind of people that make it brighter and lighter rather than the kind of people that bring it down with negativity and discouragement and anger and hate, right? Let's be those kind of people that make it brighter. Here are a couple of tips on how to stay and be a joyful, cheerful person. We're going to talk about joy because joy is a choice. It's not a reaction. It is a choice that we get to choose with every day. So my first tip for you on how to be a joyful person is hang around cheerful people, especially if you're not feeling very joyful. First of all, if you're not feeling very joyful, deal with those emotions. The emotions are wonderful, beautiful flags that tell us that something's going on, we got to deal with something or think about something. We need to process something. Deal with the emotions. And then go hang around joyful people and they will give you an example and remind your brain what joy looks like. And because joy is contagious, let them influence you. Don't just sit there and resist, say, well, you don't know my situation, you don't know why, you don't know what's going on, this argument. Don't be that. Just let them influence you, because we only have one life to live. Let's make the most of it and enjoy it rather than be frustrated and hate it. My second tip for you on how to be a joyful person is to strengthen those joy muscles. Joy is a choice. It's a muscle, something that we strengthen every day, just like we go work out and strengthen our biceps or our other muscles. It grows through consistency, through consistent application, in resistance even. That's where our muscles grow. That's where our joy muscles grow also. It's something that we decide we're going to be, rather than we just let happen to us on an occasional moment where the situation is perfect. So strengthen those joy muscles. You know, I find that sometimes it's not always the easiest choice. A little tip that I do, a little exercise. This is a little bit embarrassing to say because you're going to think it's really silly, but I swear it's so effective. I will sit there and I'll set a timer for 5 minutes, and I will just smile to myself. And it'll start off really fake. It'll start off really fake, but it helps me to process. It helps me to like put that stake in the ground of like, I am a joyful person. I will be joyful today, and it helps me to bring up like what is going on, and like it just loosens the stress and it loosens the tension, and it helps me to deal with those emotions and just recalibrate back to where I am and who I know I am to be. I just try it. Sometimes, I'll be honest, I will break down crying in the middle of it. But by the end of it, I'm like, oh yes, this is why I love life. This is why I'm grateful. This is what I have to be thankful for. This is why I really am joyful. This is why I should be in a good mood today. Try it out. It'll help. And my third tip for you on how to be a cheerful, joyful person, you've heard this before in so many different places, I'm sure, but gratitude. Keep Thanksgiving, keep gratitude on the forefront of your mind, the center, the home screen. Keep the reasons of why you are grateful always fresh on the top of your mind. Think about what's good and true and lovely and pure and celebratory. Keep those things flooded in your mind rather than all the things that aren't going well. It will make a difference. You know what? Especially if you're dealing with a very frustrating person, or if somebody's done something that's really irritating, I will stop and I will just start listing off what I'm really grateful for that person outside of the moment or in the moment. But it helps you to remember who they are and who you are and who you want to be and how you want to respond, rather than responding out of anger and frustration. Try it. It'll work, I swear. So those are 3 tips for you on how to be a cheerful person. Hang around joyful people, strengthen your joy muscles, be grateful in all things, and that will help you be the kind of person that comes into the room and brings it up, that brightens it, that lightens it, that's excited to be there, and will influence other people to be joyful, rather than being the kind of person that shows up wanting to just vomit out all of their frustrations. That's not who you want to be. I know you. I hope you enjoyed this video and these little bits of information. If you want this print sitting beside you every day, reminding you of the kind of person that you want to be, reminding you to bring the room up, then you can get it on my website at fightsongstudio.com/come-in. I have lots of different sizes available, and I can ship those off to you shortly. So let me know. Otherwise, leave a comment below. Let me know how those exercises go for you. I hope you have an incredible day. Again, my name is Maari with fightsongstudio.com, making art to help you inspire yourself daily. Inspired people change the world. Have a great day.